Want to look 10 years younger?
Yeah, who doesn't?
We're going to learn about a new fountain of youth that promises to take a decade off your look.
I think this is the first time I've seen something that actually reverses aging.
Another step people take is Botox, but did you know it can be used for much more than just treating wrinkles? It can also help treat certain medical conditions. We'll explain which ones, plus find out how painful or painless a Botox treatment actually is.
We would do anything for our kids, and as their parents, we should. But a lot of time it comes at a great cost.
Try more than $200,000.
Yeah, today we're going to show you ways you can cut some of your costs in half.
Another way people help with their expenses is having mom head back to work after baby. And while moms, you know you're just doing what you have to help make ends meet, that mommy guilt still finds a way to sneak in and get you. We help you find ways to let yourself off the hook.
Heading to the ends of the earth, we'll introduce you to a woman who's traveled the world and captured some of the most beautiful and endangered things on Earth. Plus, she shares her vision of how you too can capture not only a good picture, but a great one.
And Jimmy, did you know we have someone who's traveled to one of those ends working with us? WBOC Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield joins us to talk about his time in Antarctica.
And you may recognize her from a popular television cooking show, and today she joins us in our kitchen. Barbie Marshall shares her recipes for winter squash soup and blue cheese stuffed dates. Delmarva Live starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopper. Welcome to Delmarva Live from Historic Studio D. It's finally started to warm up a little bit.
It is, what, 5 degrees?
Yes, and I'll take it.
You'll take it.
It was 32 the other morning. I'll take it. Thank you very much.
It is November.
It is November, and it was October of not this year, but last year, that Waterman's seafood restaurant in West Ocean City went up in flames. You know, I didn't even know about this. The staff managed to clear everyone out. There were no injuries, so it was a really good thing. Eventually, the fire marshal determined that it was an electrical problem there in the attic where you see the flames coming out. That was what started the blaze. Now, let's jump to last Friday when they had the soft opening of the new Waterman Seafood Restaurant in West Ocean City. They've got a completely updated look, feel, and menu, and they're shooting for the younger clientele that's coming to Ocean City, and they are open for business again.
Oh,
so
nice to hear them come back. Yeah. Now, we've been talking about the whole Redskins controversy over the name, and you actually found a political cartoon. Is that what you call them?
Yeah, it's about the best way to put it. The deal is the District of Columbia Council discussed today for the second time whether or not the Washington Redskins should change their name. So this political cartoon had come out from Rick McKee. Look at this, an Indian chief there on the right holding out a Redskins helmet to a caricature of President Barack Obama, who is saying, "I knew it, you're offended by the Redskins name, aren't you?" Now look closely and you'll see in the chief's left hand a newspaper with the headline, "Government Shutdown," and he's saying to the president, mostly it's the Washington part. I like that one. Meanwhile, according to a USA Today poll, did you know 80% of Native Americans don't mind the name? They don't really care. It's the second time the resolution has come before the city council or the district council. So they're going to talk about that. And there was an interesting question asked. The owner has already said he's not changing the name. So if they say he has to, who's going to pay for it?
Right, because it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
There you go.
Well, how about a little fun this Friday? Senior Emily Crowell is Chief Wickfield in St. Thomas More Academy's presentation of Mystery of Shady Acres by the Midnight Dreary Players. The Whodunit Dinner Theater play kicks off their 2013-14 season, and if you're looking for a little mysterious fun, here's the details. It's Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. Adults $20, students $12, kids $6. There's a number for more information, 302-697-8100. You know, the Sussex County Council has talked a half a dozen times about barking dogs and maybe setting fines for people whose dogs bark continuously for 30 minutes or so, causing the neighbors to complain. So they're looking at it again. Kent and Newcastle counties already have the ordinance in place. Sussex County hasn't done it yet. Have you got neighbors like this? Just annoying next door? Constant barking.
Yeah, well, what they're afraid of in Sussex County is if they do this, it's going to drive up the cost of animal control. So they're still talking about, they put off the next vote until November and December. And I've got a dog that doesn't stop barking, so we'll see what happens.
What about a little puppy that howls? Because nothing can be cuter than that. Take a look at this video of this little puppy who's learning how to howl. Well, it sounds like a meow, but really, it's a howl. Isn't he adorable? 8-week-old beagle. I gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I'd pay that fine. Thank you very much. Yes, I would.
Yep. All right, well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, you probably already know how expensive it is to raise a child, but what you may not know is how you can cut those costs in half. We'll find out how.
Now, while we're talking parenting, once those little bundles of joy are born, you may feel really bad when you have to leave baby to go back to work. We're going to have some advice on how you can get over that mom guilt.
And sometimes raising the kids can put a few more wrinkles than we'd like on our face. We'll learn more about how you can actually reverse aging. One doctor says it's the closest we've come to the fountain of youth.
And a little bit later on, she's traveled the ends of the earth taking award-winning photos. We're going to meet the photographer who turned her passion into a career and find out what message she has for you. Delmarva Life will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.